Here we are getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. Introducing first, it's the Cask Killer, Jessica McCaskill. It's the Cask Killer, Jessica McCaskill, one of the best fighters in the world today, who fights out of St. Louis, Missouri, USA. Katie Taylor, one of the best to ever do it, fighting out of Ireland.
They have waited for this fight for so long, John. This is ridiculous.
The fighters are in the ring. It's time for the official introductions. Here's the Hall of Famer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Chicago, Illinois, here is a women's 2-weight division world champion and an undisputed women's welterweight champion of the world, Jessica Caskilla McCaskill. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Bray, Ireland, she became the 8th boxer in history to hold all 4 world titles, a 2-division world champion, and an undisputed women's lightweight champion of the world, simply the best, Katie Taylor.
Expectations are sky high for this fight. Will it live up to the hype? We're about to find out.
Close the door, close the curtains. This is it. Let me enjoy myself right now.
No doubt about it. This was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. Caution is being thrown to the wind. Good counter shot by her. Swinging at us with the hook. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Nice counter shot. Good counter punch. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. That counter shot lands. Beautiful counter shot. She catches and counters. Punch, counter punch. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Nice counter shot. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about McCaskill in that last round. Well, let's see what the corner has to say. She needs some sort of inspiration, a different game plan, something to turn this thing around.
Wow, it's like 2 different leagues.
Coach, I like that round. Keep it up again. Once you're back out there, get your boxing back on. As soon as you start doing your thing,
well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
After their first fight back in 2017, Katie Taylor called Jessica McCaskill the best she'd ever fought.
I worry about Taylor. Last few fights I've seen, she's tired towards the end. That's That's not the old Taylor I knew. I think she has a good few more fights left in her, but there is a way to get the win. McCaskill knows that. McCaskill may start earlier because she knew she'd do well in the second half of the fight. She knows what she's going to do. Is this the night? Is this the night Taylor loses? We don't know, but we know it can go. We know it can happen.
Perfect counter shot. Good counter punching. Nice counter shot by her. Do you believe what we're seeing? Punch output. Thought there might be more action here. The perfect counter lands. Those counter punches have to hurt. Nice counter. McCaskill in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
I love that. I love what you're doing. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We've done so much better before.
There's the bell to start round 3. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Catch and shoot. There's a counter shot. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Nice counter punch right up the middle. Oh, we rarely see McCaskill hurt, but she is now. What a shot! Down goes Jessica. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
I've got to see that again. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. You still want to fight?
The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Talk about McCaskill in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the... Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, Johnny, you don't have to be Sherlock Holmes to figure this one out. She has got to bounce back in this round after that knockdown. No doubt about it.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They've staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. She scores with that counter. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. She wasn't ready for that counter. How about that time counter shot? Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
They exchange punches. No rest for the weary. That hook was off target. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Oh, wait a minute. We rarely see McCaskill hurt, but she is here. Let's talk about McCaskill in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
Dominant.
Back into the fray here in round 5. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That punch scores. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. She got clipped by that counter. Beautiful counter punch. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Holding nothing back here in the round. A lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Can't score with that right uppercut. Well done with that counter shot. You'd like to see more jabs. It's a one-hitter quitter. What a knockout shot. Let's take another look.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are you okay?
Talk about McCaskill in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
To make or break a fighter.
Focus again. Once you're back out there, get your boxing back. Great round.
And there's the bell for round 6. Desperate times call for desperate measures, Johnny. She just got dropped in that last round. Got to change something in the game plan here to turn this around.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Nice counter punch. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Incredible work rate. shot, they get countered. Look at the swelling and the bruising. They're going to take a look, and they may stop this fight. A little bit of a surprise here as the referee says we can continue. Nice job getting that punch through. Punch, counter punch. Only catching air with that hook. Well done with that counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about McCaskill in that last round. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
This is when you talk about championship material.
You're better than this. I've seen so much more from you. You've worked.
Here comes round 7. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
He got clipped by that counter. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
They exchange punches. You don't want to trade shots. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
It happened. You saw it here.
All right, I went over the rules. I want you to protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck. Let's do it.
Listen, you've switched up. What are you doing? I need you to focus on what you're doing. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on. You're letting him back in. You're better than that, kid. Just go back out.
Nice round. Good round. I love it.
Let's fight.
What are you doing? You done all that work in camp. You gotta get out there and switch on. Get your boxing back together.
Box.
You've been coasted for this entire fight, and now you've let him back.
Do your business.
Coming from. Don't worry about that round.
And box.
Okay, let's reset. Switch starts.
One, two, three, 4, 5. Listen to me. Are you okay?
What are you doing? Come on, switch on. Switch on.
Let's go.
Roll under it and come back.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come to me.
Focus now, focus. Big deep breaths, big deep.
And box.
Now counter his mistakes. Make him miss. Make him pay.
Better than that. Right. Let's go out there and get your boxing back together.
Box.
So we're going to fight in Atlantis. Why not? Hope you brought your raincoat and your flippers. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
Sinisa Katie Taylor, perhaps the greatest athlete Ireland has ever produced.
Oh, pure bad blood.
And now for the official introductions, we turn it over to the world-renowned Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from East Los Angeles, here is a women's minimum weight and a women's junior flyweight champion of the world, super bad, Sinisa Estrada. Fighting up.
One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
Words are cheap.
All right.
It's the action that says it all.
And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. Which fighter will say no mas? Can't score with that jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Catch and shoot. A perfect counter shot. Good defense there to stop that hook. One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Well done with that counter shot. Swing and a miss with that hook. That counter shot lands. Sinisa Estrada is hurt. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round.
You know the score. Hold that thought. Oh, no, not a good sign here for Sinisa Estrada. Let's talk about Estrada in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close. And there's the bell for round 2. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Beautiful counter shot. Can't find a home in that jab. Nice counter shot by her. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Just misses with that uppercut. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. It's all offense all the time. Beautiful counter punch. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Not a lot of defense here at all. Big swing and a miss with the hook. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Estrada in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
You can't leave it up.
There's the bell to start round 3. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
There's a counter shot. Can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. They both want a highlight reel knockout. She misses with the jab. Unlucky to miss with that uppercut. A perfect counter lands. A straight right just misses. Nice slip to avoid the jab. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Punch, counter punch. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Estrada in that last round. They got the momentum. Back at it in round 4. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. They've got to relax.
Incredible work rate. Her stamina is off the charts. She scores with that counter. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Oh no, Katie Taylor hurts. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot one.
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. The greatest female perhaps of all time is in trouble of going down. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Estrada in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round, complete dominance.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Just keep her on the end of
And there's the bell for round 5. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. But hold her right there. Tanisha Estrada is hurt. Disaster averted.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. I don't care how good your chin is, a punch like that, and you're going down.
You're right, Todd.
1, 2, 3, 4. Here you continue.
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Oh, no, not a good sign here for Tanisha Estrada. How did they survive that?
Green Days now needs to steady the pace, get the pace back to normal.
She catches and counters. Hook misses. And counter punching. They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Talk about Katie Taylor in that last round. Well, she's got to find some answers after being dropped twice in that last round. I don't know if she can do it. This is the beginning of round 6. Let's see if they can shake off the cobwebs after a disastrous last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not down twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Tanisha Estrada is hurt. We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
What heart, what desire, but it won't hold her right there. Oh no, not a good sign here for Tanisha Estrada. It somehow weathered the storm.
Step back, compose yourself, compose the pace, then move, then step it up a little bit. Because if you're getting caught like that beginning, you get caught a lot more at the end.
Some nice exchanges from both women in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Just missed with that hook. The pound-for-pound queen, Katie Taylor, goes down. How about that technique on that headshot? Let's see it again and appreciate it more.
I need to see that again.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
Oh, what?
We've heard of sleeping with the fishes. We're about to fight with the fishes here at the Atlantis. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
It's the Towering Inferno. Can you imagine? Sugar Ray Leonard, an undisputed welterweight champion, and he won world titles in 5 weight classes.
Look at this. These fights are so up for it. Look at that.
So now let's go into the ring for the official introductions. Here's the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, representing the renowned boxing family from Coachella, California in the United States, here is a unified super welterweight champion of the world, the Towering Inferno,
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. That one will count. Beautiful counter punch. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Throws the uppercut but misses. So much pre-hype surrounding this fight, the fans are on the edge of their seats.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter because the expectation from the fans of the people here, the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything can break a man or make a man.
Halfway through the round and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Threw the uppercut but did not score. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? And Sugar is in trouble. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to...
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That counter shot lands. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Hold that thought! Andorra just got rocked. Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice counter shot. It's bombs away. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
That's it. Breathe. Just get your breath back. Good work.
Go out there and win this next round. Get out there.
There's the bell to start round 3. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then,
down goes Sugar Ray Leonard. Now that is a massive knockdown. Let's take another look.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your eagle's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Oh, Leonard just got rocked. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. A big headshot, and he goes down. We have got to see that again in slow-mo.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you okay?
Oh, Sebastian Figueroa is hurt. Both men knocked down in that round. Incredible stuff.
And they were heavy knockdowns too.
There's the bell to start round 4. How do you score the last round, Johnny, as both of these fighters went to the canvas?
That is showing the fitness, that is showing the stamina, that is showing the hard work done in the gym. If you can get knocked down and get back up and knock your opponent down, they've got it.
Putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Perfect counter lands. Couldn't land that jab. Misses with the straight left. Well done with that counter shot. We are not going to let this one go to the judges. wasn't ready for that counter punch.
Sugar Ray is down.
How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
I've got to see that again.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here, I've arrived. Try that again, it will happen all over again.